Okay, so today we're going to have a little chat about the hype surrounding VHS and why it looks like the hype has died off. While thousands of people are really excited to play VHS and are fervently awaiting the arrival of early access, there are a smaller group of those people without access to the game that are voicing their doom and gloom about the death of the game before it's even released. And while no one can predict the future of VHS with any certainty, players like myself are excitedly anticipating a long, healthy game experience, while those people who act like this
Don't care how I want it now.
aren't so optimistic.
Space Coconut.
I read this Reddit thread today at work. I'm starting to feel like the hype is dying a bit. Many streamers that have gotten the game since beta launched have unlocked everything for all of the characters. I see big name streamers, for VHS at least, streaming the game less and less. And on top of it all, I feel like I'm seeing excitement dwindle the longer this closed beta goes on. I fully realize the need to properly test a game before release, but I am starting to feel as they announced a bit too early. People can only watch the game for so long before they lose interest. I remember this was all I heard the DBD community talk about it for a while, but many have moved on. I mean, hell, even this subreddit seems to have a drip feed of content. Maybe I'm talking nonsense, but I worry this game is gonna start to burn out before anyone can even play. I'll take early access with more frequent periods of server shutdown maintenance over a lack of access and variety of players. I've been seeing more and more of these sorts of comments on my videos, other videos, the Discord, and other places in Reddit. However, these people don't seem to understand that they're still hyped for VHS. They're just being impatient, and that impatience is coming out in the form of childish temper tantrums. Now, while I was looking through the Discord for more tantrums like this, I came across a post about this exact topic from a few days ago. Here are the important bits. But right now, seeing how minorities feel excluded, when this person used minorities in this context, I think it was like the minority people who can't get into the game, the minority of people that can't get in, not specifically minorities. Anyway, but right now, seeing how minorities feel excluded, how content creators are providing negative press due to losing hope of a closed beta access, and how diehard fans have very little to look forward to, such as a lack of information on a release date or console, etc., I can totally see this becoming a poisoned apple. When I'm doing a thing, I'm getting more and more negative feedback about the closed beta daily. It was a longer post, but those are the important bits. Personally, I'd love to see the comments that streamers are making because they can't play the game. If you find any, please share them with me. But anyway, back to the post. This same thing is popping up all over the place, but it's not because people are losing hype to play the game. It's because they're so hyped to play and absolutely unwilling to wait for the game to be ready to play. Even if they say they understand that the devs are working on the game and want it to be the best they can be at launch, their impatience wins out and everyone within earshot gets to hear the resultant whining. I have 4 words for those people crying about not being able to play right now and saying that the hype is dying as a result of the game not being released faster: Outriders and Cyberpunk 2077. These 2 games should be everything you need to understand me when I say that the devs should ignore these whiners and release the game when it's ready. Outriders famously had 2 major issues that destroyed its launch: an inventory bug from beta that erased players' inventories, and server issues that stopped people from being able to play the game for 3 days after launch. I'm not sure if the server issue was preventable, but Outriders being always online didn't help. The inventory bug, however, was in the beta. Today, in hindsight, many players say that they never should have released and kept working on the beta until those issues were taken care of. Cyberpunk 2077 is a little different, but still relevant. The game wasn't ready, but for reasons only known by them, they lied to the press and hid details that showed the game was not nearly ready for release. It was pushed out anyway, and the rest is history. Today, the game is a little more stable and the DLC was announced or something, but who cares? What would have happened if both of these games stayed in development longer to ensure the systems worked the way they should? Outriders is all but dead, and Cyberpunk's debacle irrevocably harmed CD Projekt Red's reputation. Now, we're in the beta cycle for VHS. Should the devs heed the outcomes of games that came out before them and make sure the game is as flawless as they can make it? Or release it before it's ready to placate players who have no idea what they're talking about? Now that I think about it, here's an alternative issue. The players hyped for VHS being all butthurt that they can't play it right now might really just be players fed up with Dead by Daylight. If this is the case, then those players who have lived with and played a game with the expectation that it wouldn't function correctly from the beginning, a game that has so many bugs that players expect them regularly with every patch made for the game. This is like a person eating dog crap for years, not understanding that this other dish needs to be fully cooked before they can eat it. All I have to say to these people is that no, the hype isn't dying. This is the calm before the storm. Everyone who's excited for the game that can wait patiently for it to be ready are enjoying VHS content on Twitch and YouTube or playing something else. Me, as an example, I don't play VHS every day. I think it's a waste of time since all the progress is going to be reset on early access anyway. So I played a bit of Valheim until I got bored and now I'm back into 7 Days to Die. Just waiting, patiently. When VHS does release into early access, the floodgates will open and everyone will be able to form their own opinions on the game. Those players who are crying that they can't play it right now are just gonna have to suck it up. But when they do play, they're probably gonna get pooped on. Jay made another video today that I want to expand on in regards to that point, so look forward to that. If you liked the video, do the YouTube things, you know the deal. I appreciate you. And until next time, I'm Space Coconut, and you're welcome.